Pretest number 6. Number 1. Good writers are likely to A. Use one writing strategy for all situations. B. Adhere strictly to a set of established rules for writing. C. Carefully analyze the initial problem before beginning a draft. D. Edit documents during the process of writing the first draft. The answer is letter C. Carefully analyze the initial problem before beginning a draft. 2. Which of the following would be considered a planning activity when writing a report? A. Evaluating your work. B. Defining the purpose. C. Rearranging content. D. Checking for grammar and spelling errors. The answer is letter D. Checking for grammar and spelling errors. Number 3. Which of the following would not be an example of revising a written document? A. Correcting several spelling and punctuation errors. B. Deleting several statements that seem repetitive. C. Replacing financial information that was originally used in the report with more current data that just became available. D. Rearranging the order of several paragraphs to enhance the flow of ideas. The answer is letter C. Replacing financial information that was originally used in the report with more current data that just became available. Number 4. Maria realizes that she has used the word there when she meant there, so she replaces her original word with the correct term. What part of the writing process does this activity represent? A. Planning. B. Revising. C. Gathering. D. Editing. The answer is letter B. Revising. Number 5. If you ask your coworker Steve to give you feedback on a document, he might address all of the following questions with you except A. How many hours did you spend on the actual writing? B. Is your pattern of organization appropriate? C. Did the revision that you made solve an earlier problem? D. Is the writing style clear and easy to follow? The answer is letter C. Did the revision that you made solve an earlier problem? Number 6. If you have time to do only a light revision, you ask yourself of the following questions except A. Is each sentence worded clearly? B. Is the information sufficient for readers to understand and act? C. Are the first and last paragraphs effective? D. Is the logic clear and convincing? The answer is letter C. Are the first and last paragraphs effective? Number 7. If a reader claims that some of the statements in written documents are false, the writer should not A. Provide additional information. B. Cite the source of the information. C. Remove the statements from the document. D. Replace sentences with the document. The answer is letter B. Cite the sources of the information. Number 8. Proven ways to overcome writer's block include of the following except A. Practice writing regularly and in moderation. B. Talk harshly to yourself. C. Talk about writing to other people. D. Eliminate distractions. The answer is letter A. Practice writing regularly and in moderation. Number 9. If you spend 12 hours analyzing the situation and your audience, gathering information and organizing what you have to say, and 12 hours evaluating, revising, editing, and proofreading a written document, about how long you have spent actually writing the content in the document. A. 6 hours. B. 18 hours. C. 12 hours. D. 24 hours. The answer is letter D. 24 hours. Number 10. What technique for generating ideas involves writing down ideas, circling them, and looking for patterns or repeated ideas? A. Storyboarding. B. Clustering. C. Pre-writing. D. Brainstorming. The answer is letter C. Pre-writing. Number 11. Catherine is preparing to write a proposal to upper management that suggests the need to establish a new position within the company. To generate ideas quickly, Catherine is pre-writing. This involves A. Talking to to audiences to help involve readers in the planning process. B. Writing down ideas on topic suggests, circling them, and looking for patterns or repeated ideas. C. Thinking of all the ideas you can without judging them. D. Making yourself write without stopping for 10 minutes. The answer is letter C. Thinking of all of the ideas you can without judging them. Number 12. Which of the following would a spell checker catch as an error? A. Typing occurred instead of occurred. B. Typing papers instead of papers. C. Typing your instead of your. D. Typing affect instead of effect. Number the answer is letter A. Typing occurred instead of occurred. Number 13. In which part of the writing process it is most important to know the rules of grammar and punctuation? A. Planning. B. Editing. C. Gathering. D. Revising. The answer is letter B. Editing. Number 14. When writing to a new audience or having to solve a particularly difficult problem, a writer should revise the draft at least 3 times. What should the writer look for in the second revision of the draft? A. Spelling and grammar errors. B. Content and completeness. C. Style and tone. D. Organization, layout, and reasoning. The answer is letter A. Spelling and grammar errors. Number 15. Which is not a question you would ask when revising your document for content and clarity? A. Does your document meet the needs of the organization and of the reader? B. Have you given readers all the information they need to understand and act on your message? C. Does the design of the document make it easy for readers to find the information they need? D. All generalizations and benefits back up with adequate supporting detail. The answer is letter C. Does the design of the document make it easy for readers to find the information they need? Pretest number 7. Number 1. The design of a document can communicate all of the following except A. The relationship the writer wants to have with the reader. B. The level of professionalism of the writer. C. The level of formality of the document. D. The quality of the written content in the document. The answer is letter C. The level of formality of the document. Number 2. Good document design is particularly important for A. Post-it notes. B. Text messages. C. Brochures. D. Email messages. The answer is letter C. Brochures. Number 3. Which of the following would be considered a violation of convention? A. A sales letter is computer-generated on pre-printed letterhead. B. Clip art is included in a PowerPoint presentation. C. A business report is printed on legal-size paper. D. A resume is sent in an electronic format. The answer is letter B. Clip art is included in a PowerPoint presentation. Number 4. Which of the following is an example of the interlevel of communication design described by communications professor Charles Kostelnik? A. A report from the Human Resource Department includes an organizational chart. B. A brochure uses a large bold fonts for its headings. C. A policy and procedures manual use a consistent design, layout, and color theme on all of the pages of the document. D. A bullet list is inserted in the middle of a printed page to present a series of 5 key recommendations. The answer is letter C. A policy and procedures manual uses a consistent design, layout, and color theme on all the pages of the document. Number 5. A company's business plan includes four graphs, one diagram, and several photos that are strategically placed within the document. This is the example of which of communications professor Charles Kostelnik's level of communication design. A. Extra. B. Supra. C. Intra. D. Inte. The answer is letter B. Supra. Number 6. Which of the following is not an advantage of headings? A. They make a document shorter. B. They break up the page, making it look less formidable and more interesting. C. They enable your reader to see how the document is organized at a glance. D. They help your reader to turn quickly to sections of special interest. The answer is letter B. They break up the page, making it less formidable and more interesting. Number 7. Kelly made one design error in the business document she just prepared. What is the mistake? A. She used white space to separate and emphasize words, points. B. She typed the document in all capital letters. C. She only used two different fonts. D. She put the most important element in the top left quadrant of the page. The answer is letter A. She used the white space to separate and emphasize points. Number 8. Which of the following is a way to effectively create white space? A. Use paragraphs of uniform length. B. Avoid using lists. C. Increase the font size. D. Insert headings where tapping change. The answer is letter A. Use paragraphs of uniform length. Number 9. You are preparing a one-page handout for a business presentation that will include a small photo of a new prototype you hope to design, so that the photo gets maximum emphasis on the page. Otherwise filled with text. Place it A. In the top left quadrant of the page. B. In the bottom left quadrant of the page. C. In the center of the page. D. On the back of the page. The answer is letter A. In the top left quadrant of the page. Number 10. A company's total budget is allocated among 6 departments in unequal amounts. The best visual to show the proportionate share that each department will receive is A. Table. B. Bar chart. C. Line graph. D. Pie chart. The answer is letter A. Table. Number 11. Which of the following is not a design issue to address when creating visually attractive documents? A. Headings. B. Grammatical errors. C. White space. D. Font styles. The answer is letter B. Grammatical errors. Number 12. When you are presenting a series of numbers in a business document, you should use A. Line graph. B. Table. C. Pie chart. D. Bar chart. The answer is letter B. Table. Number 13. For which situation would a bar chart not be an appropriate visual? A. Presenting the sum of the components of an item. B. Comparing a segment of a whole to another segment of the whole. C. Comparing items over time. D. Comparing a segment of a whole to the whole. The answer is letter A. Presenting the sum of the components of an item. Number 14. Which would mean the headings are in parallel format? A. All headings appear in all capital letters. B. All headings are either a question or a phrase. C. All headings are in 16-point red veranda font. D. All headings are a complete sentence. The answer is letter C. All headings are in 16-point red veranda font. Number 15. Which of the following would be characteristic of an effective marketing brochure? A. Write justified text on all of the inside panels. B. Use of lists. C. Use of 6 different fonts. D. Long paragraphs of descriptive text. The answer is A. Write justified text on all of the inside panels. Pretest number 8. Number 1. Which of the following will not help students become more aware of the job requirements in a particular field? A. Getting summer internship. B. Attending job fairs and job seminars. C. Joining student clubs and organizations in the field. D. Participating in intramural sports activities. The answer is letter D. Participating in intramural sports activities. Number 2. A skills resume. A. Summarizes what a person did in a reverse time sequence order. B. Can showcase abilities and strengths through a series of unrelated jobs. C. Emphasize degrees, job titles, and dates. D. Is appropriate when a person's education and experience are logical preparation for a position. The answer is letter B. Can showcase abilities and strengths through a series of unrelated jobs. Number 3. Which of the following should not be included in a professional resume? A. Technical jargon. B. Marital status. C. Names of honor societies. D. Personality traits. The answer is letter B. Marital status. A. A chronological resume is appropriate when A. You want to emphasize degrees, job titles, and dates. B. You are changing fields. C. You want to show competence in a field by combining experience from paid jobs, activities, or volunteer works and courses. D. Your education and experience are not from the usual route to the position. The answer is letter A. You want to emphasize degrees, job titles, and dates. Number 5. Which is of the following should be omitted from the resume of a 30-year-old female finance manager who is applying for a similar but higher paying position at another firm? A. Served as treasurer of a regional professional organization for the last 3 years. B. Started at the company as an account payable clerk and was promoted twice to her current position. C. Completed additional college coursework beyond the MBA degree. D. Selected as high school cheerleading captain 2 consecutive years. The answer is letter D. Selected as high school cheerleading captain 2 consecutive years. Number 6. Which of the following should be included in a professional resume? A. Photos. B. Military service. C. Controversial activities. D. Social security number. The answer is letter C. Controversial activities. Number 7. Which of the following is a way that employers perceive or use resumes? A. Employers use resumes to disqualify applicants from the job. B. Employers assume that the resume is too short to indicative of what the applicant's work is like. C. Employers read every word in resume to be thorough. D. Employers place very little emphasis on resumes when evaluating candidates for a job. The answer is letter C. Employers read every word in resumes to be thorough. 8. Employers will be most likely to reject resumes that A. Are more than one page long. B. Do not include the name of the company the person is applying to. C. Contain grammatical or spelling errors. D. Present experience and credentials in reverse chronological order. The answer is letter C. Contain grammatical or spelling errors. Number 9. Which of the following is a technique for emphasizing material in a resume? A. Presenting it vertical list. B. Including it as part of the lengthy paragraph. C. Using very little white space around it. D. Positioning it in the middle of the page. The answer is letter C. Using very little white space around it. Number 10. You have written the following description of your work as a retail store manager. Attend corporate meetings, prepare employee work schedules, account for daily sales, train new managers, and clean the store. On your resume, the phrase clean the store should be A. Put first in the series to emphasize it. B. Put in the middle of the series to de-emphasize it. C. Keep it where it is to de-emphasize it. D. Keep where it is to emphasize it. The answer is letter D. Keep where it is to emphasize it. Number 11. Which of the following should not be included in a resume? A. Complete sentences. B. The word I. C. Sentence fragments. D. Gerunds, which are verbs that ends in ing. The answer is letter C. Using sentence fragments. Number 12. Which of the following is not appropriate for the design and layout of a resume? A. Additional white space to offset important information. B. Placing the education section before the work experience section. C. Using several colors to point out sections and subsections. D. Including bullet lists to showcase a series of related pieces of information. The answer is letter B. Placing the education before the work experience section. Number 13. John has had 5 unrelated jobs with time lapses in between. In each of these jobs, he was involved in some capacity with working with computer hardware and become quite good at it. He also volunteered to set up the computer at his church. Choose the alternative that indicates the kinds of resume, if any, that is are appropriate for John. A. Chronological resumes. B. Skills resumes. C. Both chronological and skills resumes. D. Neither chronological nor skills resumes. The answer is letter A. Chronological resumes. Number 14. Which should not be included as a heading in a chronological resume? A. Honors and awards. B. Work experience. C. Community service. D. Education experience. The answer is letter C. Community service. Number 15. An applicant who has no volunteer work experience thinks that it will be important to the organization where he is applying. On his resume, he should A. Explain why he has not time for volunteer experience. B. Include the names of several non-profit organizations where he plans to volunteer. C. Name an organization and provide dates when he volunteered. D. Omit any reference to volunteer work. The answer is letter B. Explain why he has not time for volunteer experience. Pretest number 9. Number 1. A resume is different from a job application letter in that A. It shows that the job candidate has knowledge of the organization. B. It uses short, parallel phrases and sentence fragments. C. It is adapted to the needs of a particular organization rather than to a position. D. It explains controversial material in a positive way. The answer is letter A. It shows that the job candidate has knowledge of the organization. Number 2. Which of the following would not be helpful in finding out about job opportunities? A. Searching the web for job listings. B. Conducting a referral interview. C. Preparing a job application letter. D. Taking an internship in the field of requests. The answer is letter C. Preparing a job application letter. Number 3. To create a good application letter, you should do all of the following except A. Indicate the department you would like to work in, but not a specific position. B. Explain how your experience and skills match major requirements of the job. C. Address the letter to a specific person. D. Discuss your writing, speaking, and interpersonal skills. The answer is letter C. Address the letter to a specific person. Number 4. Which of the following questions is not appropriate for an information interview? A. When will you be retiring? B. How do you spend your typical day? C. What do you like least about your job? D. What courses would you recommend as preparation for this kind of work? The answer is letter A. When will you be retiring? Number 5. The purpose of job application letter is A. To get a job offer. B. To get an interview. C. To get information about what the day-to-day work involved in a specific position. D. To substitute for a resume. The answer is letter B. To get an interview. Number 6. To adapt your job application letter to a specific organization, you will need to know all of the following except A. what a specific position that you are applying for involves. B. Facts about the organization does and what its mission is. C. The name and address of the person who should receive the letter. D. Information about others, people who are applying for the job. Number 6. The answer is letter D. Information about other people who are applying for the job. Number 7. Which of the following is not acceptable during a referral interview? A. Asking for help on what to include in your job application letter. B. Asking for the job you are interested in. C. Asking the interviewer to offer suggestions on how you might improve your resume. D. Asking the interviewer for names and other people in the company you could call for information. The answer is letter D. Asking the interviewer for names of other people in the company you could call for information. Number 8. You should write a solicited job application letter when you A. Know the company is not hiring. B. Are trying to into the hidden job market. C. Have seen a position advertised on the company's website. D. Have read in a trade journal that the company is downsizing. The answer is letter C. Have seen a position advertised on the company's website. Number 9. A prospecting job application letter. A. Is the appropriate type of letter if you are responding to a job announcement. B. Should follow the direct writing plan for persuasive messages. C. Should not name a specific position for which you are applying since you do not know about the job openings the company has. D. Should not begin by asking for the job in the first paragraph. The answer is letter C. Should not name a specific position for which you are applying since you do not know what job openings the company has. Number 10. Which of the following should be included in a solicited but not as a prospecting job application letter? A. A complete discussion of the writer's skills and qualifications. B. A opening statement that you are applying for a particular advertised position. C. Dates and times that you are available for an interview. D. A request for an interview. The answer is letter B. A opening statement that you are applying for a particular advertised position. Number 11. Which of the following should not be included in both a solicited and prospecting job application letter? A. Discussion of your leadership experience. B. Information that makes it clear that you are knowledgeable about the organization. C. A request for an interview for a specific job. D. An opening statement that captures the reader's attention. The answer is letter C. A request for an interview for a specific job. Number 12. Which of the following is not a website whose primary purpose is to provide job listings for many companies and industries? A. eBay.com. B. CareerBuilder.com. C. Monster.com. D. Careers.org. The answer is letter C. Monster.com. Number 13. Which of the following is appropriate to include in a job application letter? A. Negative information about yourself. B. Leading statements. C. Technical jargon. D. Apologies. The answer is letter D. Apologies. Number 14. Which is an appropriate statement to include in a job application letter? A. I have learned everything there is to know about your company. B. I am anxious to meet with you to talk about this opportunity. C. You can check my references if you need to verify what I have said in this letter. D. My responsibilities as president of the Free Enterprise Club includes organizing job fairs. The answer is letter A. I have learned everything there is to know about your company. Number 15. Which of the following is not a good practice for formatting job application letters? A. Use several paragraphs with one idea in each rather than one long paragraph. B. Keep the first and last paragraphs fairly short. C. Go on to second page as long as you have at least 2 lines of body text on the second page. D. Have at least 3 paragraphs. The answer is letter B. Keep the first and last paragraphs fairly short.